Hi friends, Chris from Calliope Games here, and this is your rapid rundown of Everyone Loves a Parade. It's a beautiful day for a hometown parade, and your job is to build floats while the crowds and score points. The player with the most points at the end of 3 rounds wins and becomes the Grand Marshal. Let's set up! Shuffle and lay out crowd cards face down equal to the number of players times 3. Each player chooses a color and gets the chassis card and float pawns in their color, and they put their score marker on the 0 space on the score track with the 50 side down. Shuffle the decoration cards into a draw pile and then lay out 5 face up in a line. This is the warehouse where you'll get stuff to build your floats. The oldest player starts with the first player marker. You start each round by revealing a segment of the crowd. Flip over a number of crowd cards equal to the number of players. These icons show what the crowd wants to see when the round starts. Place dice on the cards with their faces matching each icon. The order cards are numbered 1 to 8 and determine the order in which the players will place their floats at the end of the round. Shuffle all 8 order cards and deal 1 face down to each player. Don't show your order card to others. We'll talk more about order cards later. Players now take turns choosing decoration cards from the warehouse. Each decoration card features an item, flags, balloons, or flowers, as well as a color, red, blue, or yellow. You want to choose cards that match what the crowds want to see. When you take a card, immediately replace it in the warehouse, then perform the special ability of the card, as shown here. These abilities let you influence the decorations and crowds by doing cool things like re-rolling crowd dice, moving crowd dice to adjacent cards, or drawing bonus decoration cards. Card abilities are always optional, and there's many of them. You can find an in-depth explanation of all of them in the handy-dandy reference in the rulebook. Once all players have taken 3 turns, it's time to enter your floats in the parade. Players simultaneously reveal their order cards, then resolve them in order from 1 to 8. When it's your turn to place a float, you may perform the action of the order card. These actions let you do a variety of things, and get more powerful the later in the turn you go. Next, place your float on a crowd card that hasn't already been chosen. Let's see what the crowd thinks. Discard any duplicate dice faces so only one of each remains. Then, gain points for your float by matching the items and colors from its cards to the dice faces on the crowd card. You score a card's points once for each item or color it matched, meaning if you match both, you get double points. After all players have placed and scored their floats, move on to the next round. Reveal the next segment of the crowd, then shuffle all 8 order cards together and deal a new one to each player. The player with the lowest score becomes the new first player. Once scoring is finished in the 3rd round, the game ends. The player with the highest score wins, with tied players sharing the victory. But really, who isn't a winner when you end up with a parade marching across your table? For special 2-player rules and more, check out the full rulebook for Everyone Loves a Parade. Thanks for watching, and game on!